Hello, welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today I'm leading you through a yoga sculpt class that requires no equipment. You can do this class anywhere. We're going to use basic yoga flows and postures to strengthen and tone the entire body. We'll slow it down that latter part of class to work on our flexibility and, of course, take that ever important Shavasana. So be sure and stick with me all the way till the end. Let's get started. Let's begin on our backs with knees bent. Lower to your mat. Let's take a few moments here to settle in. Take some deep breaths. I am a big believer in positive affirmations. So if you have some negative stuff going on up there in that head today, let's just set it aside. Replace it with something positive. And of course, some gratitude for our bodies and for our time on the mat. Move your hands up behind the head, just lightly resting the head onto the fingertips. Take a breath in as you exhale, lift the shoulders off the mat. Inhale, come down. Nice and slow, just move with your breath. So this will be at your own pace. Slowly starting to awaken the body. Nice, easy, basic crunches. Really connect the mind to the body. So as you squeeze those ab muscles, really think about it. Engage, pressing the belly down into the spine. Two more. Hug both knees into the chest, hands move to the shins. A little gentle rock here, side to side. Take the left foot down to the mat, extend the right leg up, and find a hamstring stretch. So lengthening down the back of the leg, it's fine if you have a soft bend in the knee. Now lift your shoulders up off the mat. Again, really contract the abs, press the belly down. Extend the left leg out to hover the mat. Careful here, you don't hold your breath as you hold in this lifted position. Hug both knees into the chest. And switch sides. Left leg extends, find a hamstring stretch. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the shoulders. Continue to hold. Maybe experiment with hovering that right leg out to the mat. And knees to chest. Extend that right leg up. Immediately extend the left out to the mat. Lift the shoulders. We're going to do 10 switches here. Ready, and walk the legs. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees to chest. Let's do 3 rock and rolls. Start to rock, gain some momentum, and then meet me in a tabletop on all fours on your mat. Take that right foot out like a kickstand underneath you. We're lifting into a supported half moon pose or kneeling half moon. Point that toe. You're going to start to warm the hips. I want you to drop the toe to the mat, lift up, down, and tap. Good, keep going. 3, 2, now hold it. Now bend the knee, place that foot into the hand, and actively press the foot in the hand till you find a nice stretch through the front of the body. Come back to a tabletop and switch sides. Left foot out, right leg lifts, supported or kneeling half moon. Point that toe, lengthen that leg, tap the floor and lift, tap and lift. Two more. Hold it up. Place that foot into the hand. Press. Open up the shoulder, the thigh. Back to a tabletop. Step back to a high plank. Shoulders right over your wrist. Holding here. Lifting the hips up for downward facing dog. As you inhale, move forward to a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, forward and down dog. Hips lift high, belly in. We're going to do 3 more of those. Last time. Now look forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen to your half lift. Hands can come to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach your arms up over the head. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Flowing through our sun salutation series. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen the spine and fold. Step back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Remember, knees could come down here. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. So cobra, you just keep your hips and knees down on the mat. In up dog, they are lifted, so you're welcome to pick which one works for you today. Look forward and step to the top of your mat. Lengthen the back. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. High mountain. Bringing the hands to the heart. Again, we're really starting to generate some heat. Exhale, fold. Half lift, lengthen. And fold. High plank. Chaturanga, be sure and shift, shoulders, elbows drop into alignment. Flip your feet over for up dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time through, look forward, step forward, lengthen the back. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, high mountain, arms reach. Exhale, fold forward, belly pulls in. Half lift, forward fold. Stepping back to high plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Looking forward, step or float, feet forward to the hands, lengthen the back, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, hands to the heart center. Standing staff, let's balance. Find all 4 corners of that right foot, pick up the left knee, draw it into the chest. Now extend arms and that leg. Breathe. So we're going to point that toe. Keep it pointed. Bend the knee and straighten. Bend and straighten. Continue. So if balance is a challenge for you today, no shame in going over to a wall or having a chair close by. Make it work for you. And you don't have to do every rep that I do. Hold that leg extended, little pulses for 10, 9, 2, and 1. Step it all the way back. Arms reach, you can meet me in a high lunge position. Front knee over that ankle, shoulders over hips. Now really settle in. See, how close maybe you can get that front thigh parallel to the floor. Again, we're just experimenting here. Now tuck the pelvis, drop that knee to maybe tap or hover, and then straighten. Down and lift, down and lift. You're keeping that front knee bent if you can. Nice and low, you're halfway there. Really toning and straightening the lower body. There's 3 more, come on. 2, press it straight, last one. Open to warrior 2, how we doing? So again, settle in. Be sure that knee isn't caving in, right over that ankle. Adding movement, reach the arms over your head and bend into that right leg. Again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Feels good to just move. Now hold your pose. Breathe. Lift up, turn your toes to the corners of the mat. Sun pose. Find your pose for the low body. Breathe. Now arms are going to come up into a goalpost. Bring them in and out. Start to lift and lower. Lift and lower. See if you can keep your elbows parallel to the floor so they're in a lifted position. Couple more. Now hold your pose, reach those arms up, palms are forward. Now engage the muscles in the back, squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. That mind-body connection matters. And your low body might be starting to get a little spicy. That's a good thing. If you can, keep those knees bent. Just a few more to go. Keep squeezing, engage. You got it. Endurance, strength, sculpt. 2 more. Good. Bring your hands to your heart, heel, toe, feet in, all the way in. Sit back into a chair pose. Steady that breath. So we're going to start to add some twist. Take your right elbow over, maybe tap the left knee, back to center. Switch. There you go. Tap, center, tap, center. Squeeze those ab muscles. Legs stay bent. Again, they might start to tuck to you a little bit. That's okay. Squeeze. There you go. There's 4 more. Smile. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it all the way up. Interlace the hands, except those index fingers. Lean it over. Take a stretch. Reach it up. Other side. And up. Step to the top of your mat. Reach those arms up. Forward fold. Lengthen and fold. Step back to a high plank. Shift chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Move forward into a high plank. From here, feet are going to stay planted, hands aren't going to move. I want you to lift the hips up and down. Squeeze. So you might be coming onto the toes, just lift the hips. So think that crunch we did on the floor, except we're doing it from a plank position. Lift. Lift. Arms are strong. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Take the knees to the mat. Release the tops of the feet to the mat. Bend your elbows, shoulders, elbows come into alignment. Press up. Try again. Down and up. So we want this really controlled. We're not bouncing out of our shoulder joint. If you can't lower down that far, that's fine. Just bend your elbows any amount. Halfway there. 3 to go. Good. Sit back, take a child's pose. Reach those arms forward. Find a nice stretch. Lift up to down dog. Take your hands slightly wider than your shoulders. We're going to do some inverted push-ups. I want you to bend your elbows, lower the head to the mat, and press up. Down and press. 8, 7, you are strong. 6, we are strengthening, toning the entire body, really focusing here on those arms. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those hands back in, shoulder distance apart. Step forward to the top of your mat. Lengthen the back. Forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms over your head, hands to heart. Let's do it again on the other side. So we're going to balance this time on the left. Pull that right knee into the chest. Extend the arms, extend the legs. Make it work for you. Find your balance. Point that toe, bend, and straighten. Toning those thighs. Obviously, core work with all of this balance. I tried to pick exercises that would really work the entire body, make this an efficient workout, an efficient class. Now hold that leg extended, little pulses for 10, 9, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it all the way back. Find that high lunge position. Take your time getting there. Really come low into the legs, shoulders over hips. Ready? Bend that back knee to touch or hover the mat and straighten. Down and lift. Keep smiling, you're doing great. Positive thoughts. Here we go. 2 more. 2 and 1. Hold. Open to warrior 2. Settle in. Find your pose. Now we lift and go back down. Again, lift and lower. Last one, and hold. Sink down. Breathe. Reach up. Turn those toes to the corners. I'm going to turn and face you. We're going to go right into that sun pose. Take those arms wide. Reach those arms up, palms face in. So now we're going to bring them down to 90 degrees and press up. Down to 90, press up. Down. Squeeze. So we don't just go through the motions, especially when we don't have any added resistance. Think about it. Really engage those muscles. 2 more. Take it down and hold. Now palms are still forward. We're going to reach out more into that V shape. Pull in. V shape, pull in. Draw those shoulder blades together. Squeeze the lats. Squeeze. Legs stay nice and bent. That's it. There's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, heel toe, or just step your feet together into that chair pose. Hands to heart, sink back. All right, so again, toning up this midsection while we strengthen the legs. So sit down deep, start your twist. Right, center, left. Tap, center, tap, center. 5 more, come on. 4, 3, 2, give me 1 more. And stand it up. Beautiful job. Step to the top of your mat. Working our way to the floor, reach up, forward fold. Half lift and fold. Step back to that high plank. Shift chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Moving forward into that high plank. We're gonna come to a forearm plank, lowering to the floor. Again, anytime you need to, you could drop those knees. From this forearm plank, roll to your right side into a forearm side plank, reach the top arm up, come back down, other side, reach up, and come down. Lift and down, lift and down. You're just rotating to the edges of your feet. And drop the knees, child's pose. Come forward into that supported plank. You know what's coming. So knees are down. We're gonna bend the elbows, press up. Now, as we do this, if you wish, as you lower, can you lift the right leg up? And then the left. 6 to go. 6, 5, 4, you've got it. 3, you are strong. 2, and 1, child's pose. All right, last set of these push-ups. Lift into down dog first. Walk the hands slightly wider than the shoulders to the edges of the mat. You're still looking through the feet. Bend the elbows, lower the head down, press up, down, and up. Four more. 4, 3, you've got it. 2, and 1. Take that child's pose, sit it back. How are we doing? We doing all right? All right, we're gonna start to slow it down here in just 1 minute. I wanna do one exercise for your back. Let's come forward and lower down onto your belly. We're gonna do some locust lifts. Sweep your arms to your sides. Lift into locust pose first. Find your pose. Lengthen, engage that entire back side. Then lower and lift. Lower and lift. Continue. Now lift and hold. Stay lifted. Can you reach your arms over and up into that V shape? And release. Take a child's pose and rest. You did it. Sit it back. You have worked hard. Let's start to slow down, work on our flexibility. Let's move into downward facing dog. And now we're going to move from here into pigeon pose, stretching our hips. So bring that right knee in and then out to the side. As you start to lower down, keeping your hips level, come into your hip stretch. Now, if you have any discomfort on the knees, please just flip over. You can do a hip stretch, maybe a figure 4 today would work best for you. So let's start to slow and lengthen our breath. Walking the hands in, lifting the chest. Lift up, bend that back knee, reach back, left hand to left foot, and maybe balance. Releasing, downward facing dog, step it back. If you need to take some hip circles, any movement, take it in between these stretches. And then moving into pigeon pose on the other side. Begin to rise, bending that back knee, hand to foot, and maybe balancing. Again, do what works for you. Come out of that pose. We're going to swing the legs around, shake them out. Bringing that left foot into the inner thigh, reaching up and over. So we get a nice external rotation for the hip on the left side while we stretch the right hamstring. Begin to lift up and switch sides. Left leg extends, right foot to the inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall, and then hinge forward into that one leg fold. Begin to lift up, extend both legs out. We're going to roll it down nice and slow. You want to scoop those abs in and down. Bring the knees into the chest, and then right into happy baby. Ankles are over the knees. Taking the feet to the floor, hands to your sides, press the hips up into bridge pose. Walk your shoulders together, down your back, maybe binding your hands. Releasing the hips to the mat, Right knee pulls in, left leg extends out. Circle the ankle. Switch direction. And then into your spine twist. Rolling to your back and switching sides. Left knee pulls in. Pause and roll that ankle just a few times in each direction. And then dropping across into your spine twist. Shoulders stay connected to the mat. Hug the knees into the chest one more time. Feet come to the floor, knees wide, reclining butterfly. Invite you to close your eyes. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh, let it go. Then moving into our final, ever important pose of Shavasana. Legs extended, arms at your sides, eyes closed. Moving into stillness. So you're welcome to hit the pause button and stay a little longer if that is something you need today. If not, you can begin to awaken with me, bringing small movements into the body. Then bring that right knee in and the left. Gently rolling to your side. Pausing here. And again, those positive affirmations, something that I truly believe in, so important that we speak kindly to ourselves and about ourselves. So if you have some negativity going on, let's get rid of it. Replace it with some gratitude. And when you're ready, help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. And smile. You did beautifully today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do something great for your body, your mind, and even your soul. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and from my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you again for joining me for class. Have a blessed day.